The Messiah, Yeshua, didn't just ascend into heaven somewhere near Jerusalem. He ascended from a very specific place, the Mount of Olives. And when the angels spoke to the disciples in Acts 1, they didn't say he'd return spiritually, symbolically, or metaphorically. They said he would come back the same way he left. Same manner, same location. That alone should make you pause. Now let's go deeper. The Mount of Olives sits directly east of the Temple Mount. If you stand on the Mount of Olives and look west, you are staring straight at Jerusalem's eastern wall, and one very strange feature in it. The Eastern Gate, also called the Golden Gate, and here's where things get wild. For thousands of years, Jewish readers of Ezekiel have said, that passage, that's Messianic, not poetic, not allegorical, not literal. Ezekiel describes a gate on the east side of the temple that is shut. And the reason it is shut is because the Lord, the God of Israel, entered through it. The language is written as if it already happened. But that's a classic prophetic move, speaking of the future as though it has already occurred. Now fast forward to history. That gate is still there. And it is still sealed shut with massive stones. Why? Because in 1517, where the Ottomans conquered Jerusalem, Sultan Suleiman, the Magnificent, knew the prophecies. He knew Jews and Christians believed the Messiah would come through that gate. So he bricked it up, intentionally, thinking that if the gate were blocked, the prophecy could never be fulfilled. Human logic says that seal the gate to stop the future. But scripture had already accounted for that. Because another prophet, Zechariah, doesn't just talk about a gate. He talks about the mountain itself. Zechariah says that when the Lord comes, his feet will stand on the Mount of Olives, and when that happens, the mountain will split in two from east to west, forming a massive valley. One half moves north, the other half moves south. Read that again. East to west, facing Jerusalem, creating a valley. And now here's the part that feels almost unreal. In the 20th century, plans were made to build on the Mount of Olives. Before construction, geological surveys were required. When engineers examined the mountain, they discovered something no ancient prophet could have known by human means. There's a major fault line running directly under the Mount of Olives. Its direction, east to west. And it runs straight towards the Eastern Gate. Let that sink in. The mountain Zechariah said was split already has a fault line in the exact orientation described. If that mountain were to shift, the sealed stones of the Eastern Gate wouldn't remain standing. They would collapse downward into the valley formed by the split. Which means that no human effort to block the prophecy would matter. Scripture also says that on the day of the Lord, the heavens and the earth will be shaken. So imagine this. The Messiah descends, the mountain responds, the earth itself obeys, and every stone placed by human fear falls away. The gate, meant to stop redemption, becomes irrelevant. This isn't symbolism stacked on symbolism. This is geography, architecture, prophecy, history, geology, all converging on one mountain, one gate, one moment. You can stand on that mountain today, you can see that gate with your open eyes, and whether you approach this as a believer, a skeptic, or a student of history, the convergence is impossible to ignore. The Mount of Olives isn't finished yet, and the story scripture tells about it has never been whether God can fulfill his word, only about whether humanity is ready when he does.